Hello, people of the internet. I hope it's not too loud in here. It's miserably hot, and so everything is open and on, and just what it's got to be. I haven't had a lot of time to dig into this engine, and I honestly don't even have a lot of time to dig into it today, but I have a little bit. I'm hoping to get it stripped down to at least a short block and maybe see, so the TLDR is my igniter failed. I had to gimp it home about 10 miles down the highway. And when I got back, I fixed the igniter. Car ran, drove, everything like that, but it was spewing smoke on acceleration, just thick black smoke. And upon further inspection, I saw that it was getting excessive crankcase pressure. I did know already the PCB system had been corrected and fixed years ago. It was converted to a catch can. So I wasn't super worried about that side of it. I did a compression test, and it had equal on the low side, but equal across the cylinders. I did a cylinder leak down test. Cylinder 1 had a 30% loss, if I remember my numbers correctly, and progressively got better towards cylinder 4. Cylinder 4 only had a 7% loss, which is at the high end, but anything under 10% is considered acceptable loss. So what I'm hoping to find is that I washed a ring out because the igniter failed. It wasn't sparking the fuel, but it was still dumping fuel. That's what I would like to find in the end, and with no significant cylinder damage. But got to take it apart to find out. I have not had the time to dig into it. Like I said, today I don't have a ton of time, so I'm gonna get it torn down to a short block. Hopefully I'll be able to see a little bit into cylinder 1, and I will also be able to see if the head gasket blew, because that is kind of a possibility. It shouldn't give, probably not with the crankcase pressure situation, but it is a possibility. I'll also be able to check the valve train. It's not making any funny noises. I'm not expecting to have any valve train issue, but with cylinder head off, I'll be able to inspect the valve train. So got some tools set out, some stuff I know I'll have to get during the process of this. I'm going to pull it on hyperlapse and just start taking stuff apart. So sit back and have fun. Maybe you'll get some voiceovers.
All right, so here we are. I start with the taking off the exhaust manifold and turbo assembly. Luckily, nothing broke, but there's a lower support bracket for the exhaust manifold. It has a bolt that goes up through it. I believe it's a bolt anyway. It had been broken off many moons ago before I ever got the vehicle, and it posed a little bit of a problem. I had to kind of pry the manifold out from around it. But other than that, everything came off fine, no broken studs. And I do kind of plan on trying to pull the studs out of the cylinder head and replacing them with stainless steel ones later on. Now I'm doing the timing cover, and the lower bolt on the top outer bracket has kind of an alignment pin in it, and it had rusted up pretty bad and was seized in place, so it was giving me kind of a hard time taking it all apart. And I also forget that once the cam gear comes off, I can take the rear cover just completely off the engine. Just slipped my mind. So I kind of play around with it for a little bit while I'm taking everything apart.
Okay, so it was a couple minutes for you guys. It was about an hour for me. The hyperlapse is really nice. Remember, when you're diagnosing anything where you're taking cylinder head off, break it free first, so that you can hear. You want all the cylinder head bolts to crack or pop. They don't. You shouldn't just they shouldn't just come out. All of these cylinder head bolts did that. The gasket came up. No, the gasket's right here. I thought the gasket was right there. Oh, I didn't free it up. I can't get it off with just my fingers, huh? It's stuck on there pretty good. Oh, there we go. Maybe. I don't know. I wasn't the one that did the head gasket last time, but it doesn't appear to be blown out around the cylinders, and that was something I was kind of afraid of. That looks pretty good. Yeah, they're a bit goopy, but that's to be expected when you're getting a bunch of blow by. Let me get a flashlight. Well, let's look at this one. Let's see here. That's not too bad looking down in that one. And that's cylinder 3. There is a scratch right there. Oh, sorry about that. I can probably hone that out. Let's see here. I need a clean rag. That one's got some dirt in it. You can sit there for a minute. Okay, let's see here. That side looks good. That looks good. That looks good. I know my camera's probably not picking it up, but maybe right there. You can kind of see it. You can still see a little bit of cross hatching, so that's always a plus. Let's see here. And that side's looking good still. And it feels good all the way around in this one. The cylinder 3, I think probably, cylinder 3 definitely, I mean, they all need to be honed, but cylinder 3 needs to be honed. Let's look at problem child here. Yeah, I don't have it in all. I thought I had the bolt in all the way before I started doing this, because it started turning the engine. Come on. There you go. Almost. What, am I too far down now? There we go. That's about where I want. All right. Cylinder number 1. Let's see here. Excuse me. I've got a helper who wants to stand right where I'm trying to stand, and he can't walk and look and stand and 2 people in the same place. Physics has something against, 2 things occupying the same space-time at the same physical time, or some crap like that. All right, well, that cylinder actually looks pretty good. Let me stick a fingernail in there. Nothing scratching, nothing gouging, nothing bad there. Okay. Let's see, anything funny that I need to know? All my pistons are marked C. They've got the same marks on them, so that's always a plus. Anything we need to know right there? What's that say? 1018, I guess? I don't know. All right. So, yeah, they all say 1018, so that's fine. Yeah, that's all just goop. Head gasket's not great, but it doesn't appear. Maybe right there. No, that still looks sketchy. Well, let's take a pause for a minute and go look at the. All right. Again, I apologize for any ambient noise because of the fans and stuff, but case you haven't seen on the 8,000 news sites right now, it's hot. Let's see here. All right. Hold on. All right, we're back again. Had some minor technical difficulties. Let's see here. You know, sketchy, but for 200K and me never opening it, it's not bad. I've seen a lot worse with a lot less mileage. Somebody was probably running, I don't know, this buildup I always see when people aren't using like good fuel or something. It's anecdotal. But I really don't see anything on the cylinder head that could be causing what I got going on, which tells me that it's down in the block. So I was kind of expecting that. That's not a big deal. Get that guy back on there. The exhaust gaskets were burnt to a crisp, and the manifold has a crack in it, as all 90 plus manifolds have a crack in. I will probably just ignore it or heat wrap it. Might heat wrap it. I've got some heat wrap. I might just heat wrap it. Oh, I'm gonna check time, see what I've got left, and go from there. Okay, and like I said, I didn't have much time to do this today, but I got what I wanted done. I got to stop. Come back probably tomorrow, maybe a couple of days. It's supposed to be storming all 4th of July, so we're getting all our fun stuff done today, and then I'll come back and do this on a later. Oh, that one's got a D in it. Okay, never mind. So far, so good. The cylinder walls don't look destroyed. Pistons don't look damaged yet. I haven't gotten them out of the block, so ring lands, stuff like that. I did pull the head gasket off the block, and the head gasket came off in one piece and fine, and didn't have any cracks, breaks. Showed no signs of being a blown head gasket. And again, yeah, the cylinder head's worn. It's 200K. It's not super duper bad. I can clean that, clean up the valves, relap the valves, and it'll be good to go. It's really going to boil down to what I find when I tear the short block apart. And so far, like I say, cylinder 3 is the only one that gave me any little bit, and the tiny bit of catch that scratch gave me, I know I can knock out with a hone in no time. It's not like a caught your fingernail and you need to bore it. It's a clean cylinder wall up and keep running. So didn't learn anything, but hopefully somebody enjoyed watching me screw around for a couple of minutes. Everybody get out, have fun, go do something you like, and stay out of this heat for a couple of days. It's terrible.